In this video, we're going to talk about the right panel here from the patient chart. So same thing, you can fold and unfold. Right. First section is the personal history. So this is general information um, about the patient. Occupation, there's an S because it could be many. Income, religion, sexual orientation, special diet, smoking, alcohol, recreational drugs, and of course you can change all this. Right, pretty straightforward. Uh, Care elements. So as usual, you click on the title here to open the section, and here to open the pop-up window. So that's the last information, the most up to date here. Uh, so let's say you want to add a new value. Um, let's say you want to add height 180. As you can see, if I write in centimeter, this will convert directly in feet. Okay, and and same thing, 5.2, etc. Okay, then you save, click, and it's going to put the latest value. Okay, then here this icon, you can see the history for each item. So let's say here, here, so you can add, so you have your values here. Okay, 5.2. Okay, and then here is 6.1. So height went down. Okay, just as an example. Okay. So same thing with the weight. So if you put in kilos, that's going to be in pounds. You put in pounds, it's going to be in kilos. For smoking, so it's there's 1 pack a day here, and then if you add here smoking yes, one like now it's 2 packs a day. You see the history, it went up 1 pack a day, 2 packs a day. Yeah. So you have all these items. So smoking, height, weight, BMI. So BMI, if you don't have to put it in because it's going to be automatically calculated from here, the height and weight. Waist circumference, systolic, diastolic blood pressure. Okay, so close it here. Problem list. So these are the uh, basically the current problems of the patient. So let's see, it's type 2 diabetes uncontrolled and hypertension uncontrolled. And then when you feel it's controlled long term, you can just delete. And if you have another problem, you can add, you can add, say, okay, now taking drugs, taking cocaine, and it's, you know, he's still taking on a regular basis. So that would be part of the problem list. Yeah. And you can add anything you want. Okay. Now, well, I know it's a man, but there's a section here about pregnancies. So let's pretend it's a woman. So this is where you put all the pregnancies. So here, this was a C-section in June at Mount Sinai Hospital at 38 weeks and 3 days. An abortion, first trimester abortion, and it was an ectopic pregnancy, but it was in Timmins at 5 weeks. Okay, so you can add another event, and here you have all the pregnancy events. So abortion, like first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, miscarriage, second trimester fetal loss, third trimester fetal loss, IUFD, ectopic, vaginal birth, vaginal birth with forceps, vacuum, or C-section. So let's say that it was forceps, and it was years and years ago. Let's say 2005, and you save, and voila. So vaginal birth with forceps in 2005. So these are all your pregnancies, um, and of course, I forgot the term. So let's say it was a 41 weeks and 1 day, pretty late here, and here it is. And as you can see, it was updated today. And if you say, oh, there was a mistake, the first trimester abortion was not at 7 week, it was at 8 weeks, and then you change it here, save, and you can see it was updated here by Dr. Torrance. which is us, July 10th. So these are pregnancies, allergies and adverse reactions. So, Mr. Carter is allergic to fish, nickel, penicillin. Okay, and you have the type of agent, non-drug, non-drug, drug, and reaction type. Okay. So here, reaction type, you have allergy or adverse reaction. Then you can write severity, severe life-threatening, and it could be anaphylaxis. Let's say anaphylaxis to, I don't know, penicillin. Type of agent, it was a drug. Reaction type, it was an allergy. Okay, and if you don't, they don't remember, it's fine. You can just was back in 2019, February. Oh, last stage. There was adolescents, and then you could save. Okay. So here, February 1st, cefazolin allergy, severe life-threatening anaphylaxis. Okay, and it's added here. Age calculator. So this does not open. It's just a pop-up, and it helps you find the date, find how old the patient would be at a specific date, and vice versa. So let's say, okay, well, I need him to come back when he's going to be 30 years old. So that would be August 3rd, 2027. That's when he has to come back to do a specific test. Or let's say it's a woman. She needs to start the mammogram at 50 years old, and that would be in 2047. Yeah. Or you can go the other way around. You can add the date. So how old was he how old was he in year 2000 here? He was 2 years old. Yeah. So pretty convenient. Reports. So these are all the reports. So that reports come from the inbox here. So these are all the reports we receive about this patient. You click the pop-up, and these are all the reports that you have or have not acknowledged. Okay. Um, and as you can see, if you have not acknowledged it, there will be a button here to do so. Okay. So you know that these three you did not see. I mean, they're in your inbox, but you did not even open it. You did not acknowledge it. So they're still there, but you have to look at it. And these ones are the ones that were sent outside. Okay, the reports. Labels, that's for the nurse mainly. If you want to print a label, patient label, and you can either print and it goes directly to the printer, or you can copy to clipboard and then paste it on your label printer software. So that's for the patient. That's the patient label. That's the doctor's label, and you can use you can choose any doctor of the clinic and any site, the Regent site, York site, Oxford site. You change, and you can copy to clipboard again, and then you have one just for the clinic site. Okay. All right. These are the labels. Immunizations. So again, this is you have to open the pop-up. So this is based on the Ontario uh, immunization schedule that you probably know already. So uh, and you have the actual the reference here that can consult the online reference recommended immunization schedules. It's actually Canadian immunization guide. Okay. Then you have all these immunizations, the age when it should be done, and this calculates you the time interval based on the date of birth of the patient. So very convenient. So as you can see here, this was done. So 1 year, it should be between those dates. If it if it's done, so if you do the vaccination, just click here, uh, fill the form here, like what lot did you use, the brand name, uh, etc. As it was refused or not, instructions and notes. Always good to write who did it, although it would be in the progress notes. Okay, and as you can see here, more than 30 years old and 65 years. You can see like it's every 10 years, and you can add one. And then Tdap pregnancy, it's a one dose in every pregnancy, daily between 27 and 32 weeks, and you can add. Yeah. Influenza every year in the fall, you can add one. And as you can see, there's color codes. So when it's orange here, it means it's late, of course, because we 2024, and patient is more than 14 years old. Green means it's done, like this one, and red it's refused. And the signs, same thing, intramuscular, subcutaneous, and by mouth. And if you want other vaccines that were not listed on the Canadian Immunization Guide, for example, hepatitis A and B, or the COVID vaccine, there's a whole list here, and if you don't find it on the list, you can just write it here. Okay. COVID-19. Okay. Brand name, whatever name, the lot number, route, etc., and then you save. Okay. So very convenient. Immunization. Appointments. So this will list all the appointments that the patient had or will have. Uh, as a reminder here, you see on top, the next appointment will be here. That's only the next appointment. Okay. But this will list all the appointments, the past and the future appointments. These are all the messages about the patient. So messages you send to someone else in the clinic related to the patient, and messages with the patient. So all the messages that you send or receive from and to the patient. And these are the to-do lists you have about this patient. And here, if you want to send, you can directly send a message from here. You don't have to go back to the message section. So message about the patient, it is pre-selected. Okay, Mr. Alex Carter, and you can select who you want to send the message to. So this message about the patient, message with the patient, like to the patient, so pre-selected, and you can write to the patient, and you can make another patient and copy if you want. Um, here, and then the to-do list. If you want to make a new one, this is the to-do list for yourself about this patient. Okay, so directly from the patient chart, you can write messages. Okay, so this was the right panel, uh, and we have pretty much completed the patient medical record. There will be another section. It's called cycles. It's for cycle monitoring for infertile patient for fertility treatments. That will come in another video. If you are not doing fertility, you don't need to watch the video, of course. One last thing, if you want to export the chart or have like uh, print out or have a PDF of any section of the chart, you can click here, export the chart. You can choose what you want to include in the PDF, or you can take the whole thing. Of course, it's mandatory that it would include demographics. But let's say take the whole thing, preview, and that's the preview. So it always starts with the demographics, and you have all the progress notes. And see, this it's a pretty big file because there's a lot of progress notes. and then all the documents, the prescriptions, everything. And then you can print, then we print as a PDF, and you can fax it, and basically you can do what you want. If you wanna, if the patient say moves from the city, and then they say, oh, I need my chart. So, okay, just in one click, you can get the chart. So this takes time because it's a pretty big file, but then you will have the PDF and you can send it to the patient or send it to the other doctor. Okay, so this is an export of medical chart as PDF. What we'll see in the admin dashboard, for the admin, there's a functionality where you can export to another EMR, but that's completely different. All right, so we have finished the patient medical record videos. Next video will be about the patient portal, and then next video will be about the admin section.